Hi, my name is Christina. I am 30 years old and I have cerebral palsy. Um, I'm actually in bed because I'm getting ready to go to sleep. So, anyway, I just wanted to have a quick talk and, talk about me and figure out, like, things that I could tell you about myself, like, about my disability and about my daily life. Let's see. What's first? I use a power wheelchair actually to get around because I really can't push myself in a manual. It's basically my left hand is the strongest, so that's the only hand I use when it comes to trying to push. The right hand, I can only use like these two fingers most of the time. The other thing is that I can't get out of bed myself, and I also can't use the bathroom myself. I have to take medicine twice a day. Some of that medicine consists of spasticity medication, headache medication, GERD medication, stuff like that. And just like my birth control, that's for the morning, but at night I have like my GERD medication again, my spastic medication, my antidepressant, which that's good, and also my Zocor because I have high cholesterol. I used to be really skinny, so I've actually gained like some weight. I'm also married, and my husband is also disabled. I mean, I could just say, I'm a smoker too, so I smoke cigarettes, I smoke marijuana when I can, if I have any. But mostly it's just cigarettes and marijuana. I don't do any of that hard crap. Like, I don't do that, like, at all. Anyway, my daily life consists of getting up at like 12 in the afternoon, sometimes 1 o'clock because I'm lazy, as a person can be lazy enough. So I get up, start my day. My back always hurts when I'm in bed too long. And then I have to wait for my PCA to come in the door to get up. And then after I get up in my chair, sometimes I will use the bathroom, and I can't put myself on the toilet. I'm a stand pivot, which consists of me holding on to the person that is helping me use the toilet. Like, you gotta sit me on the special chair that I use. All my life, I just sit. I sit in my chair, I sit on the toilet, I sit when I take a shower. So it's a whole lot of sitting involved. So, practically I've fallen asleep on the toilet a couple times, and sometimes people have to wake me up. So I kind of just wake up and I'm like, what? Anyway, I have a cat. Her name is Fatty, and she likes to yell at 6 o'clock in the morning because she gets hungry. And neither me or my husband can actually feed her. So she ends up like yelling for like maybe a couple hours until our morning PCA comes in. Our morning PCA is nice enough to feed my cat. She always like cleans the cat box if it needs to be cleaned, because officially PCAs aren't like they're not they can clean the cat box if they want to, they can feed the cat if they want to, but if they don't want to, then that is them. We can't like make them feed the cat or change the litter box and stuff. It's just not in their job description. Some people you get really nice, and then some people are kind of like, I don't want to do that. So it's like, okay, and it's one of those things. And also, my cat is crazy. She actually says hello. And it's really, really weird. Like, I keep trying to record her yelling, because my PCA in the morning, she doesn't believe that she talks, because she's always like mad quiet throughout the day, but in the early morning at 6 o'clock, she'll sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna yell because I'm hungry and nobody can feed me right now. So that's what her deal is. I call her Queen of Sheba sometimes, because she's like, nope, I want food, give me food, blah, give me food. Because she will be up your butt until you feed her. She will literally go in the bathroom and literally sit there and stare at you. If you're in the bathroom or if you're in like any other room in my house, she'll just like stare at you and be like, you know what I need? Feed me. I want food. But she's actually a really good cat. She's kind of old, but she's a real good cat. She doesn't really do much. Her bark is worse than her bite, because she doesn't really tend to like lash out. She's more quiet, and she'll just like yell. She's not aggressive. But when she doesn't like something, she'll definitely tell you. Um, my house consists of. I have a lot of electronics. We have a Roomba, we have two Alexas, we have smart bulbs, so we can shut off the lights with voice command and everything like that. So we're all set with stuff like that. I'm a geek. I like technology. I like how it's progressing. I really want to see when cars start flying and stuff. I've always imagined it in the movie The Fifth Element. That is a good movie, and I wish cars would fly like that. I heard somewhere that we're starting to get kind of cars like that hover maybe 2 inches off the ground or something. So it's actually kind of cool. You don't even have to drive it. It drives itself. You just basically put in the address and it's boom. And you could sit there on your phone while it's going. And it'll stop if there's if you're almost getting into an accident, it'll brake itself. So I'm just, I'm excited. I mean, I get excited for the future and futuristic stuff. I'm always watching different things. I love technology. I'm a big technology person and everything, so I don't know. I used to go to a school that was called Mass Hospital School back then. Now it goes under a different name, which is really weird. I went there for 7 years. It was right after my mother died. My mother died when I was 14. So it was right after she died. In that same month, I believe, that I got into this place. It's for residents and kids that go home on the weekend, but they're all disabled. We all have something wrong with us. The kids are all disabled and they get taken care of. It's basically a college hospital setting, but I was there for 7 years, and I learned a lot of things over there, and I try to remember things that I've learned. Because they teach you how to cook, they teach you how to wash dishes, they teach you a lot of stuff, to be independent. So if anything ever happened, that you could do it. If there was something that happened with a PCA, they teach you how to run a PCA program and time management and everything like that. I graduated from there in 2010, and the cutoff age to be there is actually 22. So once you're 21 or 22, sometimes they make you get out earlier depending, but that's basically the cutoff when you're 22, and they say, here's your apartment, here's your bags, and here you go. So they're here, now you live here. I tell you though, it was a lot different when I got out of there, because my first night I was like, what am I gonna do now? What do I do? Like, it was complicated for a bit, like, because I didn't know what to do after that night. I was like, I'm just supposed to sleep and get up and do whatever I wanted to do. That time it was cool, but it was also kind of scary, because I was used to the noises in the morning of, like, the nurses talking and everybody else, like, just chilling and yelling and having a good time. So once I got in my own apartment, I was like, I'm not gonna have that anymore. And sometimes I do miss it. It is true. But, you know, life goes on. You know, so you gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, I'm actually gonna go to sleep now because my medicine's starting to kick in. So I will talk to you guys later on. Hope y'all have a good night, and, well, good morning, because it is morning. I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye-bye. Hey guys, what's up? I know this is kind of later in the day, so it's like, I don't know actually what time it is, to be honest. It's like, 3:42, and, I'm just sitting here outside. I have to be, like, really far away from my building. To smoke, because it's part of our lease. So if we violate our lease, like if we're smoking on the porch or something, we can get in trouble. Like, how many times somebody catches us doing it, we can get evicted, and I could be homeless. Me and my husband could be homeless. So I have to be away from the building. Technically, I just like going across the street to be safe. My PCA is supposed to come out here in a couple minutes to have a cigarette with me. So I'm just hanging out, doing pretty much nothing. I already ate, took my pills, stuff like that, changed clothes and everything. I would show you my house if you would like to see it, but I really don't know if I can flip the camera while I'm doing a video. But I can surely add a picture in. When I'm done talking to you guys. Basically, I got up at like 1 o'clock. I kept falling back asleep. So this video is a little bit late. Sorry to hear. Well, sorry to tell you. But, you know, just sitting outside, doing absolutely nothing. My case manager just went inside to do timesheets. I don't know what the hell she's doing. I guess. She was talking while I was out here for a minute, so I couldn't really do the video right away. So I was just like, ugh. But anyway, this is outside. And outside is like right here. And I kind of have the house in the background. Like if I tilt my chair down, maybe a little. No, up a little. You can kind of see my house. It's the green and yellow. And you know, I try not to smoke over there. I have a neighbor in the building that likes to snitch. So if I end up smoking on the porch, I get in trouble by the landlord, and it's not good. Generally not good. So basically, this is my day. I already ate and everything. And whatever. So I'm just sitting out enjoying the day. And I'm going to tilt my chair down because it won't let me move. And that's like where you usually smoke, is like right here, like the building a little bit behind me, on my left shoulder. So I'm just basically, you know, sitting. I sit all day and do nothing. I mean, I go on my iPad, I, you know, watch movies on my iPad, I play games on my iPad, I do a bunch of crap on my iPad. So I'm just basically sitting outside. The sky's pretty blue over here. You can't really see it, but it's pretty cool. So, you see cars going by and stuff. Trees in back of me. And here's the blue sky I was talking about. It's kind of blue. I like that color. That color is actually kind of nice. But my favorite colors are like red and black, so I usually wear like red, black, sometimes white, depending on my mood. I'm right next to MIT, so and stuff, so I just sit there and do what I'm doing now, smoking a cigarette. Basically, I'm almost done with it. Alright, done with the cigarette. But anyway, I just kind of walk around. I like my, my little, it's just like an empty parking lot, basically. So where I go is sometimes I go to Flour Bakery. And Flour Bakery has some good stuff like brownies, scones, sandwiches. They were actually kind of expensive a little bit, except the brownies are kind of good. But anyway, here's actually my PCA. Her name's Sherry, and she basically helps me get up in the morning. And
it ain't easy.
No, it's not easy getting me up.
I mean, getting her up to motivate her.
Yeah.
She likes to sleep.
I have, yeah, I'm pretty sleep pro. I do it a lot because of my medication. They make me sleepy.
Yeah.
And everything.
But we have a good time. We go shopping and we do everything that we have to do.
Yeah, pretty much. My husband can't really, go nowhere right now because his chair's jacked up. His, batteries on his power wheelchair are like toast. Like you can't even.
The brain of it's like the engine of a car. Once it dies, so it's dying slowly but surely.
Yeah, and it's taken them so long to like fix it. It's really weird. You know, so basically that's what's going on with that. You know, so I usually like sit out here for a couple minutes. I just finished my cigarette, as you saw. But anyway, there's really not that much to do. I mean, there is like Central Square and everything. I like Central Square. I go to Central Square. Yeah, I know. We don't really go. I don't like the club down there though because it's like too much. It's too tiny. Like there's too many people like all up on each other and it's like crazy. I never go in there because it gives me a panic attack. I've went in a couple times and I don't like the packedness. Generally, if you like that idea of going to a club and like generally just like sitting there having a drink or whatever, it's perfectly fine for you. But with me, I get wicked panicky and I want to run out the whole building because it makes me feel like I'm boxed in and anxious and everything. But anyway with that,
we have fun.
We do have fun, yeah, we do, Sherry. You know, it's like a day-by-day thing. Whatever happens during the day. May not always be good, may be a little bit difficult.
But you can get up every day and you get to go out.
Yeah, that is right. Yep, I do get up every day and I get to go out and see things and do things.
Have a little coffee, Monster.
Yeah, I drink coffee Monster a lot. I tend to drink it a little too much and then I actually go to sleep. And everybody gets a little worried when I do that, but I've been doing that for like years. And my medicine counteracts it, so I don't really stay awake. It just makes I just get sleep. I'm just still sleepy. But anyway, I will talk to you guys a little bit later on, maybe after I eat some dinner. chill on my iPad a little bit. So, anyway, yeah, and, you know, after I go to the store to get some change, you know, I got stuff to do. So, I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, afternoon, and I will talk to you a little bit later. So like I said, have a good day, peace, love, everything, and bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Just finished up, you know, eating and, you know, stuff like that. I didn't want to make this video too late, so it should be alright. What I ate for dinner was actually cereal. I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I eat that like a lot. My PCA is left for the night, so it's just me and hubby. I actually call him Dee a lot. That's like his nickname. That's what I call him. Or I call him hubby. I watched the end of Vampire in Brooklyn a couple months ago, and I like that movie. I like old movies. I like vampire movies, basically. Like a whole bunch of movies. I'm just like really tired, kinda. Just waiting for my other PCA to come in. She's not coming in until like midnight, so we have the house to ourselves. He's watching wrestling and stuff, so that's good. I was also watching a little bit of Unsolved Mysteries. My mother used to watch it. And sometimes I would be in the bedroom and the music would like freak me out. Like I'd get wicked scared. And then I'd get like nightmares about it. Lo and behold, I used to be like wicked afraid of vampires when I was little. I used to have like dreams about vampire cats. And that was just crazy. Like I'd have weird dreams. Like very weird. There was this cup that we always had in the house, and for some reason that cup always scared the crap out of me when I was little. It had a vampire on it, but it had a girl like right next to it, and he was like about to like bite her neck, and it would always creep me out. My mother would always watch like vampire movies. I'd literally hide under the bed and I'd sit there and watch them, but at the same time I'd be scared to go to sleep. You know, I miss my mother every day. I used to actually have a letter of hers that she wrote me from camp. I lost it. And that really makes me sad. Because it was in her handwriting and everything. I lost it. I don't know how I did. I think somebody just threw it away. Makes me so mad sometimes. And when I think about it, I've had things happen that is really not nice. I've had somebody steal from me. Like, my DSi, my PlayStation 2, my Super Nintendo. And I can't get them back. It's already been like it's gonna be a year in October 14th. It'll be a year. And the person that was stealing from me, also tried to walk off with my Xbox for some messed up reason. I don't know why, but she took it. And she took like everything except my Xbox 360. She tried. I think she tried, but didn't succeed. So I still got the Xbox. I have my iPad that I use constantly, which is what I'm recording my video on. I'm currently just started this video last night and today, but I'm using an editing system. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's called iMovie, and it's a very good system to use if you're editing video. And trying to make it look good, It's a good app to have. Mostly every Apple product, I guess, except for the cell phones, have it. Like the iPads, the computers, anything else that's like made by Apple. Like, I don't think the iPod Touches have the app on it, but it's a pretty good app to have. It's mainly on computers and iPads stuff. And you also get GarageBand. GarageBand is great if you want to do some stuff with that. It is a great app to have if you want to make music on it. It's awesome. So that's something I like. That's an app I like to use. I haven't really used it though because I haven't really thought of anything that I could use it for. But basically with iMovie, I can edit my stuff and get it on going out the door. So that's what I've been doing all day. Trying to edit, trying to put things in places where I would like them to be. Adding a little bit of music, nothing that would get me sued, because you can't really put audio on a YouTube video unless you either write that it's not owned by you. So the person who has created that music or that song would have to okay it by their lawyer. So you would get to be able to use it, but they get paid for it, because I don't remember how much of a percentage, if they were to allow you to use it. I don't know. I forget the exact percentage that they would take out of it if you were trying to do YouTube to get paid, like, to get money done. I forget. Yeah, but I mean, I'd like to get paid by YouTube, but again, I'm also disabled, so can't really get paid by YouTube. I could only get paid like maybe a minimum wage. And, and it's like minimum wage is like $8 maybe dollars an hour or some crap, It's crazy. But, I mean, I like applaud the people that can actually make money doing YouTube and get paid for it. Me, I just like to do it just to, play around, talk about myself and my life, Hey, anybody want to play like a drinking game and see how many times I say in a whole video? It's probably get drunk off of it because I repeat myself too many times to like remember. Yeah. I can't stand my bandana right now. I mean, I love ICP and Twisted, but my bandana keeps like going like right here so I can see it, and it's annoying. I had that issue when I was out smoking a cigarette like earlier. It's kind of annoying. It like slips down. I think I need to like tighten it or something to make it stop sliding down, but I don't know how. It's gonna take me a bit because these hands don't exactly do a lot. My right one's kind of moot, as I told you last night. Well, the early morning. So, I mean, it's even hard for me to play video games with my right hand because these two fingers I literally have to use on my right hand. I mean, I've been thinking about giving a couple of my wheelchairs away because I have two wheelchairs in here that I do not use. One is broken completely, like the wire is completely like snipped. It's like somebody just like took scissors and messed with it. And the other one's really old. It doesn't really fit me anymore. It's like it's really old. This one I used to be wicked skinny. I used to be like a twig, kind of like this, like my pinky. So, that's basically what that, you know, I wish I could get back to that weight sometimes because the stuff that's like that I'm wearing now, like I wish I could get back into my old clothes, but it's all about like portion control with a person that like sits in a wheelchair, like no exercise whatsoever does. You have to like portion your meals like down to the snacks that you eat. You have to look on the actual container and like see how many is a serving. You have to put that in a bowl, put it on a plate, whatever you want to do. And then you obviously eat it. But you have to keep going with the portion restriction. That is the only way that you're going to lose weight. If you are in a wheelchair and you do not do exercise at all. I don't exercise at all anymore. I used to when I was at my school in Canton, but I don't do it anymore. I don't even wear braces. I've actually been getting idea of trying to get braces again because my stability's messed up when I stand up to do anything. My daily stuff, like getting out of bed, going to the bathroom. That's basically it. Or needing help. Basically anything that had to do with me standing up. I think I need the stability back. I also need to go to PT or something. But I actually talked to my PCA today, and she said that she would start stretching my legs out before I get up, so my legs would be okay, so I could, hopefully the muscles will get back into it. Yeah, I think it's just the weight thing that's really bothering me. I could even show you guys a picture when I can find one of how skinny I was. I was like a friggin', you could see my ribs, basically. Not basically, but you can just see my ribs. That's how skinny I was. I would never gain any weight. But now that I've gotten older, my metabolism's slowing down. So it's let's get the weight on. So it sounds like my neighbor is in my house. So I'm going to cut this video. And I will talk to you guys in the next video I do. Hope you guys are doing well. Have a good night. Try not to get in trouble. And peace out.